Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to my town in Australia, Terrigal. So welcome to Terrigal Beachfront. It's a beautiful stretch of golden sand right in front of all the shops and the cafes. Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and I'm an English girl living in Australia. I'm currently living in a small beachside town called Terrigal. The coast itself is made up of 87 kilometres worth of beaches, broken up by national park and characterful little beachside towns like mine. Australia is like, some of them are true, yes, it does get very hot in summer here, but some of them couldn't be further from the truth. Australia itself is an enormous continent. In fact, it's 600 kilometres wider than the moon. Australia's mainland is made up of 6 separate states. Each state has a capital city ranging in size from as small as 426,000 people, as is the case with Canberra, right up to well over 5 million people, as is the case with Sydney. Canberra, the smallest of these cities, is Australia's custom-built capital. The next city is Adelaide, which is home to around 1.3 million people, and it's based in southern Australia. It's also nicknamed the 20-minute city because everything in it is only 20 minutes away. The next largest city is Perth, which is based in Western Australia and has a population of just over 2 million. The next biggest city is Brisbane, which is located in Queensland, which is on the east coast of Australia and is home to around 2.5 million people. But if you do decide to go there from Brisbane in the middle of summer, be careful. The next biggest city is Melbourne, which is located in Victoria on the south coast of Australia. The population here is around 4.9 million people, and it was actually the original capital city of Australia between 1901 and 1927, before Canberra was established. It's also got the highest number of cafes and restaurants for its population of any city in the world. And it's also very well known for its arts and culture, its markets, and all sorts of cultural events. So it's a really fun city to visit if you get the chance. And then the largest city, and probably one of the most famous Australian cities, is Sydney. And it's got a population of well over 5 million people. It's obviously famous for the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which host the annual New Year's Eve fireworks. What is less known is that Australia is the world's leading coal exporter. Coal is mined in New South Wales, Queensland and Victoria. The other main export from Australia is farming products. Most of the animals that people associate with Australia, like the dangerous ones, live up in the Northern Territory where the climate is a lot more tropical. You've also got the crowned cockatoos, which are beautiful white birds with a yellow plumage. They're very intelligent, and by January 2020 these fires were burning in every single state in Australia, but New South Wales was the worst affected, with 25 deaths and over 2,500 lives lost. The biggest impact was on the animal population, where it's estimated that 1 billion animals have died as a result of the bushfires. This is worrying, as experts believe that many species of animals have actually gone extinct as a result of this disaster. So a little bit about where I'm based. Terrigal is just a small beachside town that makes up the Central Coast. It's got a population of around 11,500, so it's quite busy, and the population gets even busier on weekends when a lot of people from Sydney come up for weekend breaks in the sunshine by the beach. There's a lot of sports and activities going on here. Regularly you see weekends kids playing football and soccer. There's a lot of diving and snorkeling, stand-up paddle boarding, all that sort of thing. They recently sunk the HMAS Adelaide off the coast to use as a diving wreck. Terrigal is great if you want to come and spend time exploring the cafes and bars and restaurants. It's a very social place and very dog friendly. While Terrigal Beach is a no dog beach, Avoca is the best place to go to let your dog have a run. Most of the accommodation is dog friendly too, and all the bars and cafes welcome them. So thank you so much for watching my video about Australia, New South Wales and the Central Coast. I hope you enjoyed it and you learnt a few facts that you didn't already know. If you're planning to come to Australia for a trip, I highly recommend it.